Mira was a 41-year-old psychologist who'd started seeing me on the cusp of her 40th birthday. She'd sent me a comprehensive introductory email when inquiring about my availability with a level of detail and insight into her internal functioning that only someone very well versed in the way the psyche operates can provide. It felt carefully structured to reveal what I needed to know without sharing superfluous detail. "I don't want to provide too much detail and waste your time. Let me know if you need to know more," she wrote. Over the time we spent together, I would come to learn that this quality of careful attention characterized everything Mira did. Mira told me that she was going through a transitional time and questioning whether she was in the right career after experiencing severe burnout. She was also a parent and was finding it hard to manage the big emotions her toddler had while also showing up at work and holding the difficulties her clients were experiencing. She said she felt completely exhausted at the end of each day and couldn't imagine going on like that. Having spent over 10 years training as a psychologist, Mira said she didn't know what else she might be able to do. She felt trapped in her job, but also despaired at the thought that she might have to change occupations with no clear idea of her other interests. "It was always psychology, you know," she said thoughtfully, tucking her feet under her. "There was never another option." I nodded. "Tell me more?" "I think it started when Mum became unwell. She was so unhappy and angry. I guess I started to feel like I might be able to help her a little better if I knew more about psychology, and so I started reading books, and it all just happened from there until I ended up here," she said, gesturing around. "How do you feel about your work now?" I asked. Mira started crying softly. "I wish I'd become a writer," she said. "I was so good at it at school, and maybe it wouldn't have worked out, but at least I could have tried." She looked anguished. "I used to love being a psychologist, and then I had Chloe and she didn't sleep, and now I just don't know if I can do it anymore. I'm so tired after work, and when I come home and Chloe wants cuddles, I feel so tired that sometimes I just want to lie in bed and pull the covers over my head, so I just give her an iPad. I feel like I'm becoming my mum, and I'm scared of ruining her. Mark tries so hard, but I have no energy for him either." As we spoke about Mira's difficulties, a clear story emerged. Mira was born to immigrant parents who moved to Australia when she was a baby. Her father, a lawyer, was away from home for long stretches of time, working in remote areas on bush court circuits. Mira's sister was born when Mira was 5, and her mother experienced significant birth trauma that resulted in what Mira can now name as postnatal depression. There were no words for this at the time, though, and Mira just remembered her previously active mother suddenly going to bed and sleeping all the time. As her mother grew depressed and withdrew, Mira became the caregiver of the family, caring for her sister and tending to her mother's needs. Mira couldn't remember much before her sister was born, but she did remember her mother being erratic, sometimes loving, and sometimes really angry.